I'm going to try making a video again because I made one earlier and it didn't work. So I went and saw Motor City and I didn't know what I was getting into. Um, what is this? Bag of shoe. I bought a couple sandals. It's almost August, right? So yeah, the movie. First of all, I'm gonna say spoilers, but mega spoilers will be a little bit later on. So it was quiet a minute ago. That last minute and a half gotta go. The people in the theater started cracking up laughing so bad because of the makeup. Okay, there was a bad wig in the beginning, which I don't know why there's always bad wigs for decades now, because makeup and hair have been something that they've done since Lon Chaney. There's no reason. But it'll be. I remember the Lost wigs they used to have on like Matthew Fox and them, and how bad we used to laugh at that. I don't get it why wigs are so bad. But anyway, apart from that, these are things that take you out of the movie. You know, you're supposed to be. Nobody looks like that in real life. Nobody wears a bad wig unless they're like doing a hidden camera thing, like going to restaurants to help out businesses or something. But let me hold on a second because it got loud a second after I started this. So the John Wick movies have ruined cinema. Not because they're bad, because they're not. The fourth one was. But because they've influenced everything else to the point where everybody copies them, especially their own friends. There's a couple copy things in here. Um, but yeah, it's like you can't help but not see John Wick in everything almost. Anything that's got action or is trying to be cool. And this is cool people trying to be cool and do cool looking things. And there's cool stunt stuff. And, well, not really cool stunt stuff until the end. Not the end, not that minute and a half, but hold on. But they stopped talking while had it paused. The minute I unpaused it. So Alan Richardson, I like him. I think he's a talented guy. I think I've heard him sing before. I think he sounds pretty good. So why he keeps playing Son Off Shotgun Man, I don't know. But yeah. So uh, Ben Foster, we love Ben Foster. And watching this, I realized who he reminds me of. He reminds me of John McEnroe, and I'm saying that. I'm like, did he play John McEnroe? I haven't watched a bunch of TV movie things, but um, he's got that punk ass attitude that I just feel like John McEnroe has. But we love Johnny Mac, right? It's that thing where somebody's irascible or however you say it. But yeah, we all like him, and he when he shows up, you know it's not going to be bad. At least his performance isn't going to be bad. Um, and Shailene would be like, you know, um, I keep thinking about her. She was like very nearly married to Aaron Rodgers, and they broke up and he married some other lady. Guys revenge marry, don't they? Anyways, give me a second. So what I did not know going in, come to find out, there's like no dialogue. I mean, a couple people say a thing or two, but it's really meant to basically be a silent movie with no dialogue, which I'm all for some kind of concept, and I'll go with it. But at first, there's like this suspense building, like waiting for somebody to say something, you know. But anyway, so and because of that, they have like so many songs that are just like the best songs ever. You know them already. A few of them I like very much. The Moody Blue song is one of my favorite of the old songs. You know, probably the best Fleetwood Mac song. You know, Donna Summer's one of Donna Summer's best. So yeah, it's good, and it's a Christmas movie because there's some Christmas songs and there's Christmas decorations. Um, so it probably should have been released at Christmas time, but it wasn't. What else? I'm losing my train of thought. I was gonna give this a 9 out of 10 before that last minute and a half. I can't believe it because at first I was like not even being able to get into it because I was like, okay, this is gonna be done, and you know, but I like the actors. It also has that like the rapist father guy from SVU. I really don't know his name. I looked it up back then. I don't see him that much, but they were all just basically being cool, looking cool, doing cool things, you know, throwing their cigarette. um, yeah, and a lot of it looked great. There was some really nice like the framing and some of the things with like fireworks, explodey looking stuff, and sparkly gold, and fire hydrant looking really nice, like pouring rain. And I want nice, like, I just thought of Streets of Fire. I didn't think of it when I was watching it, but anyway. So spoilers, more spoilery here. Um, so at some point in the movie, when the thing happened, my allegiance shifted. Because you know who you're supposed to be rooting for, but I'm like, no, I'm rooting for Ben Foster because listen, Mr. Alan Richardson character guy. No, there's no dialogue. So I don't even tell his name is. But I'm like, have you considered whether you're the problem? Because you may want to take a trashy chick out of her trashy world. But should you? Did she need you to do that? Are you being self-righteous? Because, I don't know. So yeah, at that point my allegiance shifted, but I'm just watching the movie like you're supposed to. And there's no rooting for. You just see what's going to happen here because you're drawn in. I got drawn in even with there not being dialogue, with all the heavy music, with the coolness aspect, because I like cool as its own thing. Like, I don't, style is substance. This is stylish to me. But if they just didn't have the laughable wigs and then that freaking makeup, the character in question ends up looking like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. And like I said, two different women in the theater. I mean, we were quiet. There was a guy who laughed a couple times in the very beginning. Don't ask me why. We were all pretty quiet. And he just burst out laughing because they couldn't help it. Because it's just so awful looking. Just take that minute and a half, 2 minutes, whatever the hell it is. It could be 5 minutes. Anyway, you'll know what I mean. Take it and burn it. Nobody ever needs to see that again. I saw it, so other people have to. Just take it and burn it. Because if it had ended right on the street with the siren going off, that would have been great. That would have been great. You're not going to even say, oh, is there going to be a sequel? Not that anybody will want one. Because at first I'm watching it, the way there was no dialogue and everybody's looking cool, I'm like, this is the kind of thing I would probably put on multiple times to just do stuff around the house. And I'm like, no, because like you're just watching it. You can't. I mean, you could listen to the songs, which are great, but yeah. So then, when they're getting into it, at the end, there's a sequence. I don't want to call it a set piece because I think I say set piece wrong. I think it really has to be big and with a bunch of shit in order to call it a set piece. But it was an action sequence in a car, and I've seen a lot of action sequences in cars nowadays. But this I liked, and it was, I don't know. I just thought of Prisoners, which I